I started making pots during a very difficult period of time in my life. I was around 20 and enrolled in a ceramics class to bring about a change, and it certainly achieved the goal. Each making cycle starts with a shovel in our hand and earth in our nails as we collect and prepare the clay. We love being outdoors, and it's an adventure to hunt wild clay. Pottery has truly been a family endeavor. The boys help mostly on the front end of the process. They love hunting for wild clay and processing it with me, anything where they can get dirty. It's a beautiful thing to watch our boys dig wild clay and then be truly excited to hold the fired pot months later. There's something special about holding wild clay in your hands. Food for past generations grew from it. The roots of great trees held it tightly. The rainwaters carried it off the field and along the waterways of our community, where it eventually found rest in creek beds. I approach my work with a deep understanding that we've all been created to create. Working with wild clay presents many challenges. You must learn its strengths and weaknesses, its personality. I take great joy in crafting a lump of earth into a functional vessel for everyday use. It's a beautiful thing. Cutting away wild clay from the pot leaves beautiful scars where small stones were carved out of the clay, telling of its journey long before it's been fired. It's a wonderful example of how beautiful things emerge from struggle. How I process the clay is significant to the final product. It determines what we keep in and what we take out of the clay. It's really the first creative decision we make. Once the pots are bone dry, they go through the first of two firings. The bisque firing takes the pot to the early stage of becoming ceramic. It becomes strong enough to handle comfortably, yet porous enough to receive a coat of glaze. Glaze is a mix of raw materials made up mostly of clay and stone, which is then transferred onto the pot via water. With wood-fired pottery, the process of making pots takes months. And in a world that demands everything in an instant, it's a joy to go on a slower journey together as a family with each making cycle. and all these things shall be added unto you. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Ask and it shall be given unto you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall be opened unto you. Hallelujah, hallelujah. It's good to know where our clay comes from and experience a bit of its past to better understand its future. Working with clay has taught me much about myself and my giftings, about hard work, failure, the process of making, and also the world around me. My beautiful wife, Betsy, helps mostly on the back end of the process, from loading the kiln and stoking the fire to communicating with our customers. She's a huge encouragement and helper. Depending on the clay body we'll be firing, we'll take the kiln temp anywhere from 2100 to 2400 degrees Fahrenheit. The high temps turn the clay pots ceramic and melt the glazed materials into a glassy surface. Working with wild clay and wood-fueled kiln is hard work. There are much easier ways to make pots, but I'd have it no other way. It's the journey I love, and at the end, something beautiful emerges. The pots withstand the harsh conditions inside our wood-fired kiln. The flames from the fireboxes flow up into the wear chamber and dance around the pots, leaving their mark on the clay. I love the people in our area, and clay and fire have allowed me to grow closer to my community. We live in a town on a well-traveled road, which allows us to sell pots on a roadside table. We get to talk with our customers and see them get excited about the pots they purchase. I love that. I've spent most of my life in Bucks County. I'm a product of this area. I have a great history here, and I want to make pots that have a deep history here as well. Pots have been made from our local red clay for hundreds of years. That tradition went away, but I think it's worth bringing back. I want people to have a deeper connection with the things in their home, starting with their food and pots. I believe people want that. These pots were born here and want to connect us with something bigger than ourselves. That is special to me.